What's up, YouTube? Happy Sunday. This is Scott Lett, owner of Iron City Power Washing. Hope you guys have been doing well. Hope you guys have enjoyed my videos, even though I've been slacking quite a bit. Appreciate y'all's support. It is Sunday, just got home from church, and I'm headed to do an estimate about 15 minutes from my house. We actually had one of our customers reschedule. She had something come up, so I'm going to try to fill that spot with this job. So it's just a basic soft wash on a house, probably going to be our minimum 250, about a 45-minute job, very similar to the one that I did last video. So we're busy. We're booked about 2 weeks out, a great mixture of commercial and residential work, so things are going well. So I know my videos probably since the beginning of busy season in March has been me in the field washing. My business partner is going to start making some videos. We've been splitting up here lately, haven't been doing much work together. We've just been so busy, but once he gets back from spending some time with his newborn baby and his wife, he's going to start making some videos as well. So you'll be seeing some content from us both. But with that being said, I've had a lot of guys reach out to me and ask me, you know, how are you staying consistently busy? How are you getting all these leads? And that's a great question, okay? So, but just keep in mind, my business here in Birmingham has been around for almost 4 years. So it just takes time. You know, time is one of those things that's really hard to wait on. And it takes time for a marketing plan to really get off the ground and going, okay? I think there's a misconception out there on Facebook and YouTube that you can just hop into this industry and, you know, make six figures, which some guys can. Some guys have that kind of network, live in a very wealthy area, who, you know, those guys who've been doing it part-time, who go full-time, and that's, you know, that's normal. You know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago that might have been more of a reality, but this market has grown so much because of YouTube, you know, Facebook groups. It's just one of those industries that's really booming. But you can get in this industry and make really good money. You just have to realize, really, with any business, especially in the service industry, it's going to take time to build your brand. Because look, there's guys out there who's been doing it longer than you. There's guys who, you know, have a book of business, and there's guys hopping into this industry literally every day. I've helped probably 10 to 15 guys in the Birmingham area when I was back in Oklahoma get started. So, but I don't see them as competition. I see them as guys that are going to go out there and keep the market strong, price right, and then they call me when they get a job that's too big for them to handle. And we've kind of rebranded our company as a commercial power wash company, and it's working. I think I mentioned that last video. But anyways, guys, so marketing is the lifeline of your business, okay? And it takes time. You have to spend money, and you have to have a solidified, holistic marketing plan, meaning you have your tangible marketing, you have your business cards, your flyers, your brochures, your mobile yard sign, which is your vehicle that's wrapped. You got to have those things, all right? Then you have your digital marketing, your intangibles. You have your Facebook business page you're posting on constantly. You have your Google My Business page. You have your Google Local Services Guaranteed page. You have your website. You have Instagram. So those are all digital ways of marketing your business, and you know, it just takes time to build those things, right? It does cost money to run Facebook ads. It costs money to run Google campaigns, right? And again, I'm going to say this a lot. It takes time. It takes time to build a brand. It takes time to get in front of people, right? But the more consistent, keyword consistent you are, you know, the more people see your business, they see your credibility, they see who you are, the kind of work you can do. The more they see you, the better chance, you know, you have of getting a call, right? And then you start getting calls, you start getting busy, you know, their friends start talking, you know, then word of mouth, and then by year 5 or 6, you know, you're still running your campaigns, you're still running your Facebook ads, boosting posts, you know, along with your tangible pieces, your intangible, your marketing, your digital marketing, word of mouth, the referrals start coming in. That's when you start really getting super busy, and that's kind of where we're at now. It's taking some time, guys. My business partner and I, we know a lot of people. We have a strong network. We do dump a lot of money into marketing for consistency, you know, and I feel like I've talked to a guy who He doesn't handle our marketing, like our website and stuff, but he said, where a lot of guys fail is during their slow season, they kind of let off the gas a little bit as far as marketing, and they stop marketing because they think, well, it's slow season. That's when we amp up our marketing because we know our competition is kind of backing off. That's when we throw a little bit more money into it. So when they're taking their foot off the gas, we're pressing down harder and spending more money. So during the slow season, people are seeing this. More people are seeing this because there's not as many campaigns, there's not as many ads. And, when people see us throughout the winter in the slow months, we kind of become the power washing guy or company in the area. And when it comes springtime, they give us a call. So just a little trick there. And if my competition sees this video, that's fine. There's so much work out there. And, with our experience and our equipment, we're looking to do larger commercial jobs anyway. So, and, our minimum has gone up. Our residential prices has gone up because if we're going to take time to go away from these larger commercial jobs, it needs to be for residential jobs that are worth our time and our money, and actually have a guy in the area, I'm not going to mention who, I send jobs to and we get a cut. So the smaller jobs. But anyways, guys, just realize that marketing takes time. You new guys, I really encourage you to work your inner circle, order some yard signs, put those out, put a sign out as you're cleaning, eventually wrap your truck, go pass out flyers. Boots on ground marketing works. I did that in Tulsa. That's how I landed a lot of my school systems. Sending emails, cold calling. Then once you have some consistent, money coming in, you can start, spending money on Google campaigns. A marketing plan is like a puzzle, right? You put little pieces together at a time, then you have a big picture. It takes time. So don't try to just, dump all your money into marketing right off the bat. Eventually get to the point where you're doing all those things, and you'll get there, right? Because you want to reinvest back into your company. That's how you grow. That's how you scale. For instance, if you have a 4 gallon per minute machine, year one, you make 85, 90 grand. And if you go to year 2 of the same machine, you're probably going to make the same amount of money, right? You may be a little bit busier because it's year 2, but you want to put yourself in a position to where you can take on bigger jobs. That's why I encourage you to hop into, an 8 gallon per minute machine or a hot water machine. If you're doing more commercial work, hot water is kind of an overkill for residential, but I have a hot water machine and I have used it on residential driveways that haven't been cleaned in 10 years, right? Or if there's a tough oil stain, so I really encourage you guys to reinvest money into equipment, into your marketing plan. Realize it takes time to build a business. It takes time to build your brand. It takes time for people to see who you are and what you can do. But realize, guys, time's not against you. Time's in your favor. There's a lot of guys who hop in this industry, they try it for 6 months and then they hop out because they didn't see the results that they think other guys are getting, on these YouTube channels, right? Because guys, look, the reality of it is, you're seeing all the easy things, y'all don't see the hard stuff that we face, right? There's a lot of adversity. There are a lot of obstacles to be, that you have to meet that are going to get in your way, that you're going to have to leap over, and it's all about being consistent, persistent. You're going to face, a lot of adversity. You have to implement perseverance. Perseverance is a huge thing here because, you don't know what's around the corner, right? You could go out there and mess up someone's property, have to file a claim on your insurance. You could have a piece of equipment break on you. That's why I have 3 machines, but it's all taking time, guys. Having a holistic, solidified marketing plan takes time. All right, not a whole lot of guys hop into this industry with a $10,000 budget to be able to do all those things. Most guys hop in with, $2,000 to $3,000, and most of that's going to be eaten up by your machine and your surface cleaner. You have very little money for marketing. That's why I encourage you guys to get yard signs and maybe some cards. The worst thing you can do is, talk to someone, ask you what you do, and ask for a card, and you don't have it. So just make sure you have a card with you. Put out some yard signs as you're cleaning. Eventually get your truck wrapped. And then, for as far as digital marketing goes, I really encourage Facebook for you guys. And I've had a lot more success by boosting posts because you can be a little bit more creative. When you run an ad, you're kind of restricted to how much wordage you can use, how many pictures you can use. If you create a post on your Google or your Facebook business page, you have the ability to go and boost that post. A few people have already liked it, and then we've been getting a lot of residential jobs from boosted Facebook posts. So try that out, okay? And then when you get more money coming in, you can hop into the Google My Business. You can start getting reviews. Reviews really help you rank in your area. We've really amped up our reviews. I think we're around 30 something now. And I mean, we're busy. We're super busy. Those reviews help you rank. So just realize, guys, like you new guys, you guys who've been in it 2 or 3 years, you know, even guys who've been in it almost 5 like me, like you got to realize it's not easy running a business. Marketing takes time. You just got to know to be consistent. Don't let your foot off the gas when it comes to marketing campaigns and ads. And always just protect your reputation, protect your brand, and just realize also there's nothing wrong with getting your boots on the ground and going out, passing out flyers, and just doing the things the old school way. So I believe in all. I believe the old school stuff work, the new school, the digital marketing, just being creative. Like for instance, my business partner and I, we ordered like an 8x12 huge sign. My dad owns a commercial property in my hometown, and we're about to go put that up. And it lists all of our services, my name, his name, our number, and I'm interested to see how many calls we get from that, because I know a lot of people in that town. So does my business partner. So that could, in return, give us a great return on investment. So anyways, guys, that's my encouragement to y'all. Marketing takes time, but it is also the lifeline of your business, and that's how you get that consistent lead flow. All right, guys, Scott Lett, Iron City Power Washing. Okay, guys, so I just left the estimate, and I'm glad this happened because this is a pretty common thing, pretty common scenario, okay? So most of the guys who watch this channel, whether you're new or you're wanting to get into this full time, this happens quite a bit, okay? So the competition in your area is, you know, mostly guys who pressure wash full time, actual pressure washing companies. But also, there's also college kids, high school kids, little Johnny who's trying to save up for college, who's posting all over Facebook. You have landscapers who are trying to get the package deal for mowing the lawn, laying, you know, pine straw. Okay, we'll pressure wash too. And we'll give you a very good discounted rate, half the price of a pressure washing company. You got your painters out there who have a pressure washer, who do prep work, and they'll pressure wash too. So your competition, guys, is more than just pressure washing companies. Like for instance, this lady, she wanted her house soft washed. She wanted her driveway clean, which is like a 2-car garage driveway. She wanted her front porch, front sidewalk, and back patio pressure washed, and she wanted her gutters cleaned out. So I came up with $600, which is a very competitive number in my area. So if I were to call on my buddies who pressure wash in the area who are actual legit companies, that would be a very competitive number, right? Plus, if I'm going to leave these commercial jobs I have going on, you know, I want to make it worth my time. So $600, and she was just like, this is pretty common reaction with our prices because our prices have gone up. But as you grow and you scale and you have really good equipment, you have a business partner, you have employees to pay, you have insurances, like you have to be profitable, right? She said that she has a guy who does it for $225, but he's just out of commission. I said, you know, if you want to wait on him to get back in commission, you know, to do that, then that's fine with me. So for you guys who are starting out, who are like relying on these $600 jobs or, you know, $400 jobs, just realize like sometimes even the guys who really don't know how to price yet, you may seem really expensive because there's guys out there who are in college and high school and landscapers and painters who they don't know how to price pressure washing jobs. They're not really in our market, and it stinks it's that way, and they kind of hurt the market. But there's guys like that who are going to be pricing the same job as you. And I mean, my job or my estimate was $400 more than this other guy who does it part-time. So there's firemen out there who do it part-time, and I mean, they're just trying to make a little extra money. This isn't their lifeline. This isn't their full-time job. So just don't get discouraged. Know your value. Know what you're worth. I mean, this guy was getting on ladders, pressure washing. Took him 2 days. I told her, look, we could do this entire job in 3 hours, which is true. I mean, it's not a very big job. But, you know, to go out there and, you know, do property protection the right way, use SH, take care of her plants, just do a good job for her, gas, just time. Time is the biggest thing. $600 is a very competitive price, and that's what I would need to make to do that job. I won't get the job, but it doesn't hurt my feelings. It's part of business, and I do realize there's guys out there who do this as a side hustle, and they're going to be a lot cheaper than me. But my prices aren't going to go down because of that. And we're so busy that it doesn't hurt us. But for you newer guys, you know, if you want to negotiate, you know, go down $100. You know, I would have a threshold there of where you can't go past. But just make sure you're not going out there and just letting the customer dictate the prices for you, because I know there's guys out there who would have showed up and said, okay, $500. Okay, well, this guy does it for $225. Okay, I can do it for that. Don't do that, right? You're not going to make money. You're going to put yourself out of business, and you're destroying the market around you. So learn your market. Get to know your competitors, become friends with them. That's what I've done. Like I said, I've helped a lot of them, and build a brand and show up with a nice rig eventually. And I really tell my process, how I'm going to wash your house. I told her not an ounce of pressure was going to touch her house. It's going to be a soft wash. And I could see where he pressure washed some of the vinyl. I could see some of the streaks and stuff. I didn't mention I don't want to give the guy a bad rap, but I explained to her the process, and she was just, I could tell she didn't like my price, but it's okay. That's business, guys. Not everyone's going to love your price. This wasn't in a very wealthy part of town either. It's a little bit, it's about 20 minutes outside of the area I really serve, so I kind of expected that. If this job was in my service area in the wealthy area, it was going to be about $750 job. So I adjusted my price mentally to $600. Still didn't get it. I won't get a call back. So anyways, guys, know your value, stick to your prices. If you go through like 5 to 10 estimates and you don't get the job, then maybe make an adjustment. But if you don't get a job every so often, no big deal. All right, guys, Scott Litt, Iron City Power Washer.